The ride and handling of the Honda CR-V's 4th generation have received favorable reviews. The CR-V's platform was borrowed from the smaller Civic, giving it a lot of the compact car's agility and responsiveness, as well as a firm and well-damped ride that stopped short of being harsh. It makes its owners happy by driving more like a tall hatchback than a truck. Although the reliability of the 2012 to 2016 Honda CR-V is considered to be above average, it is not above average for a CR-V model and is frequently regarded as the least reliable due to the numerous problems that have been reported. Owners generally complain about the same issues, such as transmission fails, air conditioning problems, blocked heater cores, and insufficient charging systems that drain batteries. Let's take a closer look at the 4th generation Honda CR-V common problems. It's Max the Car Guy. Subscribe and let's get started. Engine vibration when idling. Excessive vibration at idle is a fairly common Honda CR-V engine issue for models from 2015 and 2016. This is a trait unique to the facelifted model's direct injection engines and can range in severity from mild to severe. The worst offenders are 2015 models, but some 2016 models also exhibit the issue. Technical Service Bulletin 15046 from Honda describes the issue and offers several recommendations. First, PCM software needs to be updated to reduce engine vibration by lowering the engine's idling speed. Installing a new transmission mount, longer lower radiator cushions, new front headrests, and a tailgate damper kit are additional ways to reduce vibration. The vibration issue is not always resolved by these measures. A class action lawsuit was filed as a result of the issue, and its settlement was authorized. The majority of vehicles ought to have had warranty repairs. Be aware that vibration issues are more of an annoyance than anything else and can be costly to fix in an older vehicle if you are thinking about buying one used. Try before you buy. Air conditioning failure. It may be necessary to replace the air conditioning compressor if it completely fails. The price can be high, up to $1,000. The issue mostly affects older models and is not very prevalent. If the air is not icy cold after testing the air conditioning system, leave. Power steering problems. While driving, the electric power steering occasionally loses assistance and gets heavy. Not only do older models suffer from this, some 2016 models have as well. This is not common and does not indicate a failure, as operation returns to normal. However, if you're not prepared for it, it might be dangerous. The intermittent nature of the issue suggests a connection with the charging system, and the fact that the steering is electrically assisted suggests that low battery voltage may also be a factor. For more guidance, see the charging system issues. Charging system problems. It is well known that the 4th generation Honda CR-V experienced charging, starting, or dead battery issues. Inadequate systems can cause the battery to not fully charge, especially if your daily routine involves a lot of short trips. The battery that discharges frequently fails earlier and requires more frequent replacement. Longer distance vehicles have a better track record in this area. If you frequently take short trips, it might be worthwhile to purchase a trickle charger to top up the battery every few days. The code 8501, which denotes a low battery voltage, may also appear. Bad wheel bearings. Although they are not very common, bad wheel bearings should still be watched out for. It can be detected by a humming noise, which typically gets louder when navigating curves. Although it's not a deal breaker, it's also not very inexpensive to fix and can cost several $100s. Airbag problems. The largest automotive recall in history involved Takata airbags. During airbag inflation, some Takata airbag inflators have the potential to rupture and spew deadly shrapnel into the passenger area. The 4th generation CR-V's only year that is impacted is 2016. Make sure the passenger side airbag has been replaced before purchasing. Under the terms of the recall, even if it wasn't, you can get it done for nothing. You must immediately have the affected airbags replaced at a Honda dealership. Transmission problems. Customers should be aware of the acceleration, transmission, and torque converter issues with the pre-facelift 4th generation Honda CR-V. Honda's Technical Service Bulletin TSB 15086 addresses the primary issue, which manifests as a vibration or shudder during light acceleration. Honda advises changing the transmission oil and upgrading the software for the transmission. Occasionally, abrupt shifts can happen, which is frequently fixed by changing the transmission's linear solenoid. Avoid purchasing a CR-V with a transmission issue, such as shudders or abrupt shift, as the repair cost may increase if additional issues exist. VTC Actuator. Pre-facelift Honda CR-V may experience a loud rattling noise shortly after startup that quickly goes away. This noise is caused by the variable timing control actuator on the camshaft. The noise disappears quickly and has no impact on how the VTC actuator functions. When a vehicle is out of warranty, the cost of replacing noisy VTC actuators can run into the several $100s range. However, some owners have been successful in convincing Honda to do this. Since the issue has no impact on the engine's regular operation, many owners decide to live with it. Blocked heater core. There seem to be a lot of heater issues with the Honda CR-V models from 2012 to 2014. The heating and ventilation system may become obstructed, in which case the driver's side of the windshield will not receive any hot air from the heating and ventilation system. Sometimes clearing the blockage with a descaling solution added to the system only requires a few dollars worth of treatment. If this doesn't work, the heater core must be replaced, which will be very expensive because the entire dashboard needs to be taken off. The earliest models appear to have the greatest prevalence of this issue. Which one to avoid? As is typical, older models have more issues than newer ones. The facelifted model may pose a greater risk in terms of complex technology, but it should still be dependable if maintained properly. It's best to stay away from vehicles that have extensive mileage because direct injection engines are prone to carbon buildup on the intake valve. To keep the CVT reliable, strict fluid changes must be performed on time. In the long run, the facelift might be just as durable as the pre-facelift, but it must first demonstrate its worth. You only have two options if in-car navigation is important to you. Purchase a CR-V with built-in navigation, or mount your phone in the windscreen and use that. If you travel frequently, stay away from trims without integrated navigation since no 4th generation CR-V has smartphone integration. Additionally, stay away from vehicles with jerky transmissions. In terms of trim, I would stay away from the cheap LX and settle for the X at the very least. Verdict: the 4th generation Honda CR-V occasionally fails to live up to Honda's customarily impeccable reliability record. But to be fair, some of these issues are more minor annoyances than outright failures. It can last you a long time if the car has a complete service history, drives smoothly, and doesn't have any vibrations or shudders coming from the engine or transmission. It is roomy and comfortable, and it drives remarkably more like a car than a large, cumbersome SUV.